Where am I? What? Dude, fire. I like a good fire effect. Survival Fountain of Youth? Okay. Skip intro and tutorial. Daytime speed is default. Weather changing frequency normal. Very high. Nice. Leggy. Tourist. Number of faintings till permadeath unlimited. Yes, please. Yes. I might permadeath quite a lot.
This story is inspired by real events. According to historic records, on March 4th, 1513, 3 ships sailed from Puerto Rico. They were heading to faraway islands and were led by the famous explorer Juan Ponce de Leon. The goal of the expedition was to search for the legendary Fountain of Youth.
Okay. Juan Ponce de Leon.
It all began in Puerto Rico, when Governor Juan Ponce de Leon gave military support to the chief Gaibana in a war against other tribes. The Spanish soldiers quickly ended the war and restored peace. The grateful chief told Ponce de Leon an ancient legend of his people, a legend about Bimini, a hidden island lost in the sea.
Talked about where the chocolate cocoa beans were.
According to the legend, in the center of Bimini is the Fountain of Youth. Anyone who drinks from it will enjoy long years of health and youth.
Dude.
The chief also gave him an old map, covered with inscriptions in an ancient language. The map showed an uncharted group of islands. The location to search was clear, but the inscriptions were still a mystery to uncover.
Mystery.
The captain believed in the legend and began to prepare an expedition. The best scientists and sailors of the New and Old Worlds volunteered to join his adventure. A total of 3 ships sailed off: the Santiago, the Santa Maria, and the San Cristobal. Ponce de Leon was sure that the ancient map would lead them to the fountain and bring them fame, wealth, and eternal youth.
Yeah.
The voyage to the islands took an entire month. On the 30th day of the journey, the lookout spotted islands up ahead. They were the islands from the map. The expedition was just 1 day from its goal.
And here's where I start. 1 day from the goal. Seems you're finally awake. Master, wake up. Please get ready for morning assembly. Okay. I'll get ready. Get ready as soon as I shove a fist through the wall and sink this boat. That's what I'll do. So there's a... Oh, I can fisticuff. Nice. The block is like a subtle click. It's not like a click and hold. Like, whenever my finger comes up off the mouse, that's when the block happens, you know. So this might be a little tougher than I originally thought. Definitely gonna be like a parry moment. J. Cool. We've reached time for our council to find the biggest cocoa bean there is. It's time for the cocoa bean to reunite with its chocolatey foundation. Required items captain map? Oh yeah, because I need a map to open a door. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. There's a meme that keeps going through my head. It's so good. It's like this really nice piano music. You know the one. Oh. Well, anyway, it's this nice piano music. And basically... Hello. I think you're an enemy, possibly. Well, these guys are going ham in the music. Good thing I have unlimited. Yeah, those blocking hit critical. Didn't know I blocked. It's pretty cool. Hello, can I let you out? Can I pet you or? Oh, you're a bad guy. You're a bad guy. You're one of those squirrel things. Well. Guess we're eating good tonight. Take the map. What do you mean, take the map? Pick up the map on the bow. What? Okay. Looking for the bow. That looks like a map with, stuff on it. Some cartography. You know, I was a professional cartographer before I became a sound expert. I can read maps. I can speak French. I can like translate. I'm not a translator, but I can speak very good French. Parlez-vous français? That's my French. Yep. Be aware of it. Be aware of this door I'm about to enter. Great door. Dude, okay, the jumping has hit. Oil lamp. Light the oil lamp past. Okay. I'm getting like little achievements in the bottom left corner. Cutscene. Please. Read it. Read that braille. And he found out the ship was haunted. Oh. You're finally awake. Preparing for the council completed. That is some loud That's why the fire's loud. Hey, Red Eye. Figured out something cool. Guess what? Fire's big and loud. We found numerous traces of the natives' culture on islands we explored. Of special practical interest are the strange ornate bottles with unusual liquids inside. We found 2 absolutely identical bottles on 2 different islands. Both were filled with water. Out of curiosity, I drank the water from one of the bottles. It was surprisingly fresh and delicious. Within 2 days, all my old scars began to heal, and I started feeling years younger, stronger, and healthier. I cannot stop thinking about this water. Perhaps these bottles are somehow connected to the Fountain of Youth. What if this is the living water that Goyabana has told me about? Captain Juan Ponce de Leon. Thanks, Cap. Well, before I die in this Huronis fire, might as well jump out the window. What's worse, dying at sea or dying in a fire? Take your pick. I might have to put this fire out, actually. Meanwhile, this guy's over here collecting maps. Take the grotto table plan? Oh, this is great. Is the change. Okay. Change. Nice. There's gotta be some way to get out of here, I swear. Why do they put like a huge fire pit in here if I can't get out? Oh, I'll read highlights, don't worry. Highlighted entries, May 17th, 1513. The crew of the Santa Maria is on strike again. This time the crew did not agree with the captain's decision to half their weekly portion of rum. The crew needs to be calmed, and they are calmed by Santiago. May 24th, 1513 AD. We have finally reached the islands. The scientists not yet fully decipher the ancient map, so we do not know which islands we're looking for. So the captain ordered us to land on each island to look for traces of the Fountain of Youth. May 28th, 1513. Today we landed on another island, but there was no Fountain of Youth there either. We found a second unusual flask with ancient symbols on it. The flask was delivered aboard the Santiago. It looks exactly like the one we found a week earlier on another island. We also picked up a strange little beast. It looks like a squirrel and is very angry. We locked him up in a cage on deck. At night, one of the expedition ships, the San Cristobal, was ripped off the anchor and carried away by the current. Apparently, the crew underestimated the strength of his new current and did not prepare properly. We pray for favorable wind for our comrades so that they can catch up to us as soon as possible. June 15th, 13th, June 2nd, 1513 AD. We found another island. It is big enough, so Ponce gave it a name, Island of Hope. On a cursory examination from the ship, they decided to schedule the landing for the next morning. In the meantime, we're ordered to move away from the coast so that the missing San Cristobal could see us, in case it catches up. Okay, I more so read that entire booklet than to skim over it, but you know, I'm not much of a skimming guy. No. I can take 2 items. I'll take the backpack. And I will take the iron knife. That is wild to like have to choose. I should have some kind of like an inventory. Take 2 items but can't put anything in the backpack. Iron knife, iron spear. The spear would be really helpful, but it's got like really low amount of health left. I'll make a backpack and I'll bring the fishing rod and the knife, and that will be what I use. Take 2 items, shove them in my pocket, and jump out the window. Yep, I'm ready. Boop. Goal. Bleed all your fingers on this glass.
Came out of nowhere. None of us were ready for it. Strong winds and giant waves blew up in a split second and crashed into the ship. The sails were torn apart, and the ship slammed into the reefs. The sailors jumped from their bunks and tried to save the ship, but it was too late. I came to my senses on the sandy shore. My memories were gone. I could not even remember my name.
Couldn't remember his name.
Alive, and hoped that at least one of my fellow crew members had also escaped.
I don't know, bud. Did they? Maybe Wilson did, you know, maybe. Maybe. Oh, looks like a coyote friend. Little wolfy coyote might be the most perfect wolf I've ever seen. Survive the shipwreck. Thanks, Steam Achievements. Love a good Steam achievement. Just, edging me on. That's the right word I was looking for, definitely. Definitely. Dismantle. G. Oh, I can make this like way easier. I can actually like make this way super easier. I can play with a controller. Okay, let's see how this swap goes on. The swap is nice. Okay, no more searching for 20,000 buttons. Now all I have are 4 buttons, a joystick, another joystick, a start button, a second start button, a little circular light button, and then 4 bumpers. Yeah, easy. Easy. Not a lot of buttons. Select resources to harvest. I have one resource. I have a small stick. No tool select. Okay. No, I see. I need tools and things, and I need my sensitivity to go down. Way down. Mouse sensitivity. Controller aim sensitivity. Let's... Yep. Okay, that's manageable. That's way manageable. So... Oh, put in inventory. I thought I could only carry like 2 items. Just 2. Oh, I have to have tools in order to harvest things. Okay. Okay, I like that mechanic. This is a survival kind of mechanic, so... Taking this in. Wow. That's... pretty S-tier water, you know, there's a lot of it, and some... Pretty good, looks like a painting. Looks like a big old painting. This is convenient. Take the helm. Not yet. Not yet, my good sir. I will, continue to search around. Maybe find a doctor. Yeah. I'll get him to, like, almost save a guy, and then not save that guy. X is the jump button. I love that. And I'm not changing it. I'm not gonna change the button. Nope. Because I'll just be more confused. I've already gotten used to the X button already, so... There's no changing it now. Oh my jeez. Every time I press the A button, it's gonna be like crucially impaired controller playing. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like... I took 5 damage, and now I'm sick. That's cool. The weather affects my health. I like that. So I'm sick, wounded, scarred, and sick. Yeah. I said that right. Well, I'll pick this up in a bit and see what maybe is on one of these many islands. So thanks for hearing the first story part of this game, and hope you enjoyed. See ya.